So if you are a business owner in any capacity, whether it's sole prop, LLC, or any of the types of partnerships, and you have not yet completed this step, I hope this video encourages you to do so. Business owners must consider carefully when choosing partners with whom they share their business. Just as a family can crumble if one of the parents die, the business can quite easily fall apart when a partner's life is halted. Whether it is your plan to sell off your company or set up for infinite continuation, here's some information you need to consider. So let's say you and a friend start a business together. You split the shares 50-50 or however you like. You now must put together a succession plan, including a buy-sell agreement. In my opinion, your business plan is incomplete without the succession plan. Even if it is your plan to sell this business off entirely, this does not negate the need for a succession plan. In fact, I would argue that it is even more important, simply because you can get your buy-sell agreement to set the terms of the sale up front. And although I'm sure your business partner and yourself very likely started this business with a common interest, it's no guarantee that yourself or your business partner would even remain alive for the business venture, much less remain with the common interest. For businesses, it's not as simple as buying term life insurance to cover the risk of a partner dying unexpectedly. Your succession plan must also chalk out the instructions on how each partner is to be bought out of his portion of the business, dead or alive. But let's consider an example of when an unexpected death does occur. Your partner dies 5 years into the venture. What happens to his shares? Do you, the surviving partner, simply acquire these shares? No. His ownership is part of his estate, which now belongs to his family. So his family, probably his wife, is your new business partner. Now, I'm sure she might be an excellent person, but she's probably not the productive business asset her late husband was. Furthermore, I'm sure she just wants the value of his shares in cash form. So, to avoid your new partner dragging on the business and to support that family in this traumatic time, you need to be able to purchase that stake of the business. We'll make a video later comparing the 4 basic ways of obtaining cash for a company buyout. But for the sake of this video, we're going to use the best way: life insurance. This is a buy-sell agreement that uses life insurance policies to fund the tax-free cash payment needed to quickly buy out your partner's portion of the business. Inside this agreement, he will also have a policy that covers you for the value of your shares as well. You know, in case you're the one who dies and your wife and kids are the ones who need to get bought out of your stake quickly. Yes, you can simply use the cash from the company's asset column, but what if that current cash value isn't sufficient enough to meet the valuation of the shares being sold? What if the cash exists, but it impedes in the operating cash for the company? In any case, an outright cash purchase from the company is simply going to put too great a financial risk on the company. So this is just the basic structure of a buy-sell agreement. In a live case, you will want to write the instructions in a way that aligns with the company's long-term or short-term goals. This could be a prearranged sell-off, where a permanent life insurance vehicle such as an IUL would be used to create a cash reserve while taking advantage of tax-deferred growth. An IUL is adaptable to the changing needs of the company. If the company takes a different direction, the IUL can adapt by allowing access to the cash value to buy out a partner or to fund business expansion. Like mentioned before, a succession plan and buy-sell agreement are not only put in place for the unexpected death or disabling of a partner, they are required for laying out the instructions for the planned sell-off of the company. Here's 5 key components to remember regarding a succession plan. Number 1, identification of owners and stakeholders and their respective ownership percentages and business roles. Number 2, identify the triggering events for ownership transfer, such as death of an owner, disability or incapacity of an owner, retirement or departure of an owner, divorce, gotta dodge those marital settlements, bankruptcy by an owner, and the voluntary decision to sell an owner's stake. You can set restrictions on who is to be allowed to become a new business owner or partner. We can give an example of how one partner's unrestricted sell-off to an unvetted buyer that led to the existing partners abandoning the business and ultimately disbursement of the entire company. Using a buy-sell agreement gives you the ability to set full control of any new partners coming into the business. Number 3, valuation of the business. What method of valuation do we use? Also, how frequent do we update this valuation? Number 4, funding mechanisms for buyouts. What are to be the sources of the funds? What are the terms of the payments made? Who has access to the life insurance's cash values? Number 5, process of transferring ownership. Which buy-sell mechanism will we be using? The 4 most common types are a cross-purchase agreement, a cross-endorsement agreement, a special purpose insurance LLC, and an entity purchase agreement. By the way, if you have not yet learned of the recent Conley versus the IRS Supreme Court decision made on June 6 of 2024, your existing entity purchase agreements will no longer provide tax-free proceeds for a partner's buyout. This is devastating to the businesses who already have a buyout agreement using this mechanism. We'll be making a video on this very soon. So I hope you're able to take away valuable information from this video. If you're a business owner or partner and you do not already have your buy-sell agreement set up for your business succession, I will advise that you contact your business advisor and get this done. If you already have a succession plan and you're worried that the Conley decision has affected your tax-free buyout plan, and most likely it has, feel free to reach out to us via the information attached to this video. We'll see you on the next one.